Alright, well, welcome everyone. Gonna be playing some Cardshark on stream today. This is a game with a lot of, cool card cheating mechanics in it, and so I figured I'd play the game. It's got apparently a great story. I'm going in totally cold, so I know absolutely nothing. But as the game goes on, if there are some cool moments to talk about the cheating techniques that are involved, I will talk about those for a few minutes, demo some of them, talk about how realistic or unrealistic they are, and it should be a good time. Okie dokie, so let's get going. Let's play. All right, new game. Okay. And I guess we'll do that. Dear players, with the utmost diligence that I must warn you against the hazards of this game. Alright, so looks like we've got cards to click on. Alright, King. I will teach you secrets that will turn you as easily into a beggar as into a king. Ooh. Okay, 9 of clubs. It's based on the Memoires sans parole. I don't speak French, I'm very sorry. Manuscript, I unearthed, and my beloved. I don't know French. All right, let's see. Be careful as you play through these fateful events. One more. For here lies the work of the devil. Ooh, nice little switch there. All right. Let's break that down real quick. That was a very nice little switch from the over-the-shoulder perspective. So, yeah.
This might answer your question. As far as I know, Switch has not disbanded.
Alexa, never mind. All right, always gotta love random voice assistants triggering somehow. All right, well, that was a pretty cool switch, so let's break that down and see what that looked like. So there were 4 random cards, and then there were 4 aces, and it looked like the aces were held in some kind of a palm like this that were under the table. Yes, good point. I will do this. So now you should be able to see me better, right? Yeah, so it looked like in this switch that what was happening was there were 4 random cards here that had been picked up, and somehow these cards were stolen at a certain point, and these were picked up and held like this. So these are the random cards, and then at a certain point, these were held face down like this. And as this hand came back with the indifferent cards and dropped them into the lap, this other hand came forward, fanning out these cards and then spreading them out on the table. The choreography was something like that. Obviously, the cards had to be dropped further into the lap, so they don't just sit here. You have to sit at the table properly, not, so pressed forward to properly lap the cards. But if you're seated back a little bit, these cards were back here in a gambler's cop. These cards were here, and as you come forward, then you can, switch all those cards out and so on and so forth. But generally, you need to have a certain configuration to properly lap cards, and live streaming is not conducive to that. All right, cool. I'll have to demo that one more time, see if I can get a half-decent shot at this. It's a very weird switch. I've not actually seen this specific switch before. Because you wouldn't actually get a great visual illusion out of this switch. But yeah, there were 4 cards that were basically held here, and then there were 4 cards here that were held, and they were sort of both held in different gamblers' cops. And so this hand came back and lapped these cards, and then it took these cards, turned them over, and then spread them on the table like this. And that was more or less the switch that had happened in the game. Okay. Let's keep going. I think I go here and there. All began on a misty morning in France. All right, Mrs. Porterhouse says, "Hey, lad, come here." Did your majesty have a good nap? I guess. Why not? Alright, this person does not care. Patrons are coming to work. Okay, so it looks like I can just click on any of these little dots. Let's take a look over here. Why not? So I have to pour this person a drink, apparently. Whatever that means. Oh, too little. Bit more than that, please. I'm thirsty. All right, let's try this again. Ah, I see. Probably shouldn't overflow the drink. I wonder what happens if you do that. That's probably just right. Yeah. Why don't you keep me company? Take a seat. Sure, why not? Alright, I couldn't help but notice your mistress is rather rough with you. Can't you speak? I guess not. I guess I'm a mute character. Ancient Greeks believed people like you possessed prophetic abilities, you know. Load of nonsense, if you ask me. Either way, you strike me as an intelligent fellow. By the way, do you want me to, like, read the... I don't really know what people do in Let's Plays of games like this. Should I read the dialogue out loud because it's just text on screen? Should I just give you guys time to read it? I don't quite know what the right rhythm or cadence is to these things. So... I also don't know how the balance is between my voice and the volume of the game, but I don't know. Would you like to earn some extra cash? Who wouldn't? I can only mean yes. Well, I literally said yes. Listen closely. If there's money to be made, there's plenty more to lose. Sounds about right. I'm going to play a game of cards tonight, and I'm going to win. Thanks to you. But before I explain my plan, I have a question. Do you know what the suits, clubs, hearts, spades, and diamonds are? Ah, chaste order. Very nice. Maybe a magician described this. Magicians often have some mnemonics to remember the orders of suits. Clubs, C, hearts, H, spades, S, diamonds, D is like the word chaste without the vowels in it. C-H-S-D. And so magicians call this like chaste order. So, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna have to take care of these bots. 1 second. Alright, this is fun. Channel. Let's see if that worked. All right. Cool. Let me see if I can make you a mod. Moderator. All right. Cool. Hey Rez, I just made you a mod. I assume you're cool with that, so I don't know exactly how mods work, but you are now a mod, so thank you very much in advance, Rez. Just let me know in chat if that's cool, and hopefully that will fix things. So yeah, if any bots come in or things like that, just ban them for me. It's called hide user from channel, and that's the option that will take care of bots. So Rez, let me know if that's all right. All right, back to the game. Do you know what suit spades, hearts, or clubs, hearts, diamonds, spades are? All right, cool. Thank you very much, Rez. Yes, I do know what those are. Good. On to the plan then. You will serve us wine as we play and peek at my opponent's cards. Okay? Then you'll signal to me the best suit in his hand, whichever he has the most of. Okay, so in other words, what's the most common suit in the other player's hand? But how will you signal? So this is real. This is absolutely real. Signaling, having someone stand behind your opponents who's secretly in on it. This is absolutely a real technique. In fact, a good example of this technique, which again is real, is that in, I think it's the movie The Sting. I don't know if with I'm forgetting the actor's name, Robert Redford, I believe. There's a certain scene in the game where it's not explicitly stated that one of the players is signaling, but it's insinuated that that's going on. But this absolutely is a real technique. Okay, but how will you signal? I know, after serving the wine, you will take your cloth and wipe the table in a particular pattern corresponding to that suit. That made sense, I hope? Yeah, that makes sense. Let's discuss the wiping patterns you can use as signals. For hearts, you will wipe in a clockwise, that's this way. So, yep, okay. So hearts is clockwise. If it's spades, it'll be counterclockwise. You know, I don't want to embarrassingly forget all of this on stream, so we are gonna play this game the slightly old-fashioned way. Like this. Okay. Wait, so diamonds are going to be a straight line up and down. And then straight line. Cool. All right, clubs and a side to side. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, let's see if I can find a way for this to sort of make sense in my head. Well, the hearts and spades are the ones that are basically a continuous line. So hearts are clockwise, spades are counterclockwise. The diamonds are sort of, you know, there's a point up and down like a line, and then the clubs have like the two things sticking out of the sides, which sort of makes sense for a side-to-side motion. So I guess that makes sense. All right, cool. You seem to be getting the hang of it. I've thrown a lot at you, but should we try the next trick? Of course we should try the next trick. Now let's try having you peek over my shoulder as you pour me a fresh drink. When you've seen my hand, signal to me the best suit. Ready to give it a try? Yes. Oh, I have to pour a drink? Ah, all right. Most common suit is hearts here. So because it's hearts, that means clockwise, like this. Correct suit. Okay, sweet. Well done, lad. It seems we have ourselves a plan. Hey, Rez, can you take care of the bot? Thank you. Alright, I'm gonna have to check one thing, which is I need to make sure alright, because of the bots and because I am recording my screen here, I'm gonna need to turn off the chat box that's on. Not turn off chat, don't worry. But I'm gonna need to do that. And yeah. Alright, cool. Yeah, so people want slightly louder voice volume. Alright, hopefully that makes my voice a little bit louder. And yeah, okay, so I've just turned off the, like, on-screen chat overlay. Oh, that's not supposed to be there. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, Rez, you'll just take care of it, in the, chat itself. Let's do that. Maybe that'll be a little bit better. Yeah, alright, I took the chat, off screen. So now, because I'm doing a screen recording of this, because I might make a video out of this in the future, I can't have that stuff showing up. Because boss cursed, but it's fair, or sub only. Yeah, in sub-only mode, would that fix the problem? I mean, I don't know if that would solve the issue. So, yeah, kind of hard to say. All right, glad I sound better. Yeah, I just turned the volume up a tiny bit. Yeah, so for sub-only mode, I mean, what for the bots, are they just, can the bots just subscribe? Like, I don't actually know how that works. If a bot can just, like, subscribe and then keep doing that. So, yeah, I don't know one way or the other. Alright, cool. Yeah, at least they'd have to sub. Hey, you know, if the bots have to subscribe, I get more followers. Sweet. Alright, let's do that. Okay, so I just turned the music volume down a tiny bit. Like the game volume. Is that any better? So I just put my volume up, game volume down a little bit. Yeah, alright. I mean, can't hurt to put it on sub-only mode. Give me a moment to, give this a try. So, let's see. No. Yeah, honestly, I have absolutely no idea how to turn on sub-only mode. So, you know, I'm just gonna not do that. Well, I think it's fine to not have the chat overlay on screen, and honestly, that'll make the video easier to edit, because this isn't so much a video where I'm just responding to chat. This is much more a video where I'm, like, playing the game. So I think it's fine to just not have the chat overlay, and I'll figure that out another time. Alright. Alright, cool. Well done, lad. It seems we have ourselves a plan. Alright. Bottle of Cowers, whatever that is. I take it you've had enough practice? Yeah, I've had enough practice. Meet me back here tonight, and we'll see about making some real money. Okay, let's see what happens next. Alright, looks like I'm just cleaning up the table for fun. Oh. Someone's coming back. Where is he gone? The gentleman who is at this table. He didn't pay for his wine. I'll have to dock that from your wages. Oh, well. Now I guess I have to make some money. And I really am not very talkative in this game, am I? I'm in luck tonight. You, on the other hand, you will probably die soon on the gallows or of the pox. Wow, that's a really nice thing to say. I always like to say that when I play cards with people. It really establishes some positive rapport. That will depend on whether I embrace your principles or your mistress. Alright, that's pretty funny. Be careful, sir. My apologies. I spoke in jest. Let me refill your cup. Ah. Looks like it's my turn. Alright, so I'm supposed to come over. How much do you want to bet? How about 5 livres? 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 Livre? Something like that. I don't know how to pronounce anything. Okay. Performance anxiety. The reminder section is here. Man, this game loves the puns. This is hilarious. The reminder section is there if you need a refresher on a technique. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Alright, so I'm supposed to start pouring, and it looks like the predominant suit is clubs. And so if it's clubs, we're going to be doing a side-to-side. Alrighty. Round 1. Woohoo! What? How did you do that? Just the luck of the draw, my good man. A drink and everything will be forgotten. Also true about life. Alright. Guess he's betting again. Okay, predominant suit is hearts this time. Ooh, almost overpoured the wine. Whoops. Hearts are clockwise. Round. We won the round. Wipe that grin off your face. That sort of setback happens to everyone, my good friend. Only yesterday I lost a fortune. You know what I did? I had a drink. Allow me. Alright, looks like we do another one. Fortune favors me. I think I deserve another drink before we keep playing. Would you be so kind as to refill my cup? Many thanks, lad. I'll say when. When? You've played the first rounds well, lad. But look to our opponent. You can see he's starting to get suspicious. I fear it won't be long until he's had enough. Oh, so there's like a suspicion meter. Interesting. Man, I wish I had one of those for live performances. That'd be great. Damn, we've been scuppered. Oi, what are you two whispering about over there? Nobody cheats me. Am I supposed to intervene? Uh-oh. So much for the owner of the pub. Ouch. Interesting question. How well did cards... the question is, how well did cards of this time period allow modern techniques to be used? So, obviously I don't know exactly which, what the types of cards here would be made of, but generally, older cards are going to be a lot more, what's the right word here? Well, they'll be more papery. So it means that they won't slide against each other as well. So techniques that just use blocks of cards are going to be fine. But any technique that requires sliding is going to be a lot harder. All right, let me actually turn this down a touch. Turn the game volume down a little bit. Yeah. Time to go on the road and become a card cheat, I guess. That's unfortunate. Forgive me, lad. I got a little carried away. The law will soon be upon us. We need to go. Now. That odious fellow appears to have left his purse. Oh, that's convenient. How careless. All right, Chapter 1. The portrait I have to paint is of an ambiguous character, a mixture of virtues and vices, a perpetual contrast between good impulses and bad actions. Camp of the Cascarots, Agen, France, the following morning. Ooh, the magician. Maybe it's me. Ireneo, my friend, do you hear that in the breeze? The rustle of the leaves and the murmur of the nearby brook. Yes, our good friend, the Comte has come. Someone is asking, how do I sign up to your magic course? Go to cardmagic101.com. Link is in the description of this live stream. Yeah, should be easy to find. It's all over my website. Yeah, that's how you sign up to the course. In fact, maybe I should do this. Give me one moment. Well, that'll be kind of ugly if I decide to put it on a stream. About the course, is it worth it? Well, of course I think it's worth it. I made it. Yeah, no, the online course, it's sort of a college-style curriculum version of teaching magic. I personally would highly recommend it, but I am literally the most biased person possible because it's mine. Yeah, thank you for putting the link in the chat there. And yeah, so it's a sort of a college-style online course where you start with a you know, a sort of certain set of material, and then you slowly gain access to the rest of the material with time. And the whole point behind it is that most introductory magic sources fall into the problem of overwhelming you with too much or kind of having a lot of filler in them. And the goal here is for me to only teach the most necessary techniques, and also to always teach tricks that I would personally do, right? Sort of my commitment to the course is I won't ever teach a trick in there that I wouldn't still perform as part of my repertoire. Yeah, so a lot of people in the chat are in the course. Thank you for recommending it. But yeah, someone's saying, is the course worth it? Nah, totally terrible, garbage. I made it myself. Yeah, no, I obviously am proud of it because I did make it. But yeah, so the whole point is to allow people to progress at an appropriate rate. Is it a live class? So it's a video-based class, but every month there is a live stream that's only for members of the course. And so that's a way of doing that. Actually, let me do one thing real quick, just because, you know, shameless self-promotion is the name of the game here. Let's move this over here and do that. All right. Hopefully that should do the trick. Cool. All right, well, we'll see. Someone's saying, we get a free month for these testimonials. Yes, exactly. Yeah, all right, well, I just put a little overlay in the corner for joining the online course and also to see me perform live in New York City, where I have an all-new parlor show. It's a full evening parlor show at the exclusive Pen Club of New York. So if you want to get tickets, you can get it at parlorofdeceptions.com. All right, cool. Yes, constant, shameless self-promotion. I figure, you know, can't have the chat on the screen, might as well have a little overlay. Okay. Sounds good. All right, let's keep at it. Yes, our good friend, the Comte, has come. We will stop here for a while. The gentleman who killed your patroness is Colonel Gabriel, commanding the Bern Regiment. Won't be long until he accuses you of this murder. I'm afraid you make the perfect scapegoat. Your animosity with the deceased is well known. You are poor, young, and mute. And you fled the crime scene with a notorious thief, me. But do not worry, we're safe here. This is the camp of the Kaskarots. I'm so sorry for mispronouncing, I should say, literally every word. Yes, thank you for the kind words about the online course. Glad people have enjoyed it. Okay. And like all the other Romani in France, they fall between the cracks. They're invisible, a bit like you. Maybe make yourself at home. I need to talk to the magician. That's me. All right, looks like I go over here. Let's be friendly. Impatient. And look at the clouds. Are you done making faces? Good for you, good for you. So you're the new pet of our dear Comte de Saint-Germain. Saint-Germain? Gosh, terrible at pronunciation. No, don't answer that. My name is Ireneo Funis, cheat and humble artist of the shadows. I like that, artist of the shadows. It's a good phrase. I trick my fellow man for money and adventure. Would you like to learn magic? Imagine if, would you like to learn magic? Feel free to join my online course, Card Magic 101. Yes, I would like to join your online course, Card Magic 101. I thought you might say that. How did you know? It's called 3-Card Monty. Ooh, perfect. All right, 2 6 of clubs and the queen. During the 100 Years' War, an English lord lost the entirety of his estates over this game, which is a very English thing to do. And he threw himself off the white cliffs of Dover, which is a very French thing to do. So follow closely. Do you see the queen here? Yes, I do. I'll put it here. Now follow the queen closely. Show me where the queen is. I'm going to guess here. Because I am familiar with the hype. You got it. Luck is important, but don't rely on it. Anyway, you seem to have understood everything. Go show off to the magician. So, I mean, I've done 3-Card Monty. Yes, 3-Card Monty, something you might have heard of once or twice. So, yeah, what we're talking about here is the 3-Card Monty scam. So let's get out some appropriate cards. Do I have other blue B decks around here? I might not, so I guess we're going to use red cards for this. So there's a Queen of Hearts and 2 6s of clubs there. Let's see. Oh, I actually don't. I just need a 6 of clubs from this deck. There's a 6 of clubs. Someone's saying I should talk to him again and he'll teach me. All right, I'll have to give that a try in just a moment. So, see if I can find myself another 6 of clubs and a Queen of Hearts. Okay. Yes, I will switch cameras. Yeah, are people telling me I should talk to him again and he'll teach me how to play it? All right, sweet. We'll do that in a moment. But just to recreate the thing. Well, I mean, when your sleight of hand is like made on video, you know, it's pretty funny. All right. So, 2 6s of clubs. I'm gonna forget the exact sequence he did, but what was interesting is he didn't do any non-sleight of hand bits. He just went straight into the Monty game. He did some mixing like this. He did some more mixing like this. So you guess that the card would be here, but it's not. It's over in the center. So that was essentially the sequence he did. You know, and you can get a little bit more nuance with these sequences like this, where you're going to, you know, show this card here, and you're also going to show this card here, and then you'll mix them around, and they think it's here, but it's not. It's over here, right? So these are, you know, 3-card sequences, or 3-card Monty sequences, I should say, and it's similar to what he did there. It was interesting that he, the cards were flat, which is typically not how it's done. They're typically bent, so it's a little easier to pick them up. That's why people put the bends in. But one thing that was interesting is the way he picked them up. He actually had side. First of all, he's using bordered cards, which makes this more difficult because it's easier to tell the cards apart when they're being held. But he held them sort of side jogged like this, which actually makes the technique much harder, would make it much harder to do. It's a lot easier when you line the cards up completely. But because of that top-down angle, I think they had to do that in order to make it a little bit easier, apparently, to follow. But it's on video games, so they can just make the card appear wherever. But I figured I knew if they were going to be true to the actual, you know, sleight of hand that's being used, that, you know, I would hopefully be able to follow where it was. So anyway, just a bit of a 3-card Monty stuff there. All right, well, if people are saying if I talk to him again, he'll teach me how to play it. Yes, I have no idea how to play 3-card Monty. Let's learn. I guess I wait. Wait some more. Wait some more. Fine. There's a bit more to it than that. I was playing with you. I'll show you how it's done. Nice. Start by flipping the cards over. Okay. Pick them all up and show them to me. Yep, these are the correct. Oh, you're performing here. Understand? I guess I have to do quick. All right, keep up the rhythm and let's try again. Start by flipping the cards over. Pick them all up and show them to me. 1, 2. Okay, interesting. Oh, yes. Thank you for reminding me to switch cameras there. My bad. All right, start by flipping the cards over. All right, I think I'm going too fast. Just making an idiot of myself on stream. There we go. Now for the important part, the secret that makes it work. You can either play fair and put the queen down, or cheat by putting down the card behind it. So, oh, try again. Oh, I guess I have very limited time to make decisions. Oh, interesting. Okay, this is fun. Pick them all up and show them to me. 1, 2, 3. Let's cheat. Try again. Okay. Try again. Interesting. Oh, do I have to wait for the circle to be in the area? Okay, I understand. Gotcha. Ah, okay. Or cheat by putting down the card behind it. All right, what did you choose? No, don't tell me. Now, for the fun part, mix them up, but be careful to keep a good rhythm. Thank you for explaining the game. Up. Too early there. Yeah, they say you should play this with a... yeah, it's funny. I keep going too early because I'm so used to doing this. I'm going too quickly. All right, yeah, try again. This is going to be hilarious. I can do it in real life, but man, I can't do it in a video game. Okay. Let's cheat this time. Ah, there we go. All right, well, I was completely not paying any attention, so I can swap 2 cards. Let's switch those around. Excellent. He chooses there. Aha, got him. Very good. I didn't even see you cheat. I think you're ready now. 3-card Monty, the 3-card Monty. Very nice. So I'm like learning different scams. That is so cool. Huh. So it's funny, I wasn't going to explain this, but I mean, they literally explain it in the game, so I guess I can talk about it. Otherwise, I wouldn't actually talk. One interesting thing is in this game, they use a 6 of clubs and a 6 of spades, and then a queen of hearts. Now, that works if you only have one deck, but it's actually ideal to use duplicates so that there's absolutely no discrepancy between these cards. So if you have to show one of them twice for some reason, it will completely be concealed. So again, he was saying you have the option to throw... someone's asking if this is what app store this is on. It's on Steam. Oh, yes, thank you for reminding me about the camera. Okay, yeah, so basically what's happening here, and again, I usually wouldn't explain this, but they literally teach this in the game, so I'm fine to explain it, is, right, we've got 2 identical cards, and then you're picking up the money card with an identical card behind it, like this. And what happens is you either have choice. I can use, I'll do it the way that they did it in the game, where you can either throw this card or you can throw this card. So you can throw one card or you can throw the other card. That's what's happening here. And again, I would not explain this myself, except for the fact that they literally just explained it in the game. Usually I don't mention this bit of sleight of hand here. And so, obviously, this is something where, in the game, they don't really have to make the sleight of hand work because they can just change what the cards are because it's a video game. But in real life, you have to do it this way. So I'll throw the queen, or not the queen. So that is the idea behind 3-card Monty, is you're using sleight of hand, but it's not just on the throw, it's also sometimes in the mixing sequence. So 3-card Monty, when it's done quickly, will look something like this. And you think it might be in either of those places, but it's actually in the middle. So yeah, that's how 3-card Monty is, that's part of how it works. There's a lot more to it. Especially if someone, starts to, try to, take a random guess. Like, this is something that actually often happens in the videos. People say, I knew where it was. I guessed in a different spot, and I knew where it was. What happens if they do that? Well, I'll show you. So, let's say we're playing 3-card Monty, like this, right? And we do some kind of mixing sequence like this, and I ask... and we mix the cards around like this or whatever, and I ask someone to bet, and I expect that they're maybe going to bet over here or over here, but they bet in the middle. Well, what I would say is, so let's say they bet in the middle. Now, I can't show the middle card here, because the middle card actually is the queen. They would guess correctly, but I don't want to do that, right? I don't want to show them that they're right. So what do? Well, we say, see, some people would bet over here, and of course they'd be wrong. Some people would bet in the middle, but of course they would also be wrong. So they don't bet here, you don't want to bet here. This is the card you want to bet on, and of course they bet on this card, and it's also wrong, and the queen is over on the end. So in other words, when people say, I would just bet there, they will just repeatedly switch the card for other cards. It's not as simple as they'll just, let you win or whatever. They won't. And they'll never pay you. Everyone in the crowd is a shill. You're the only person there who's not if you're ever playing Monty. I explain all of this in one of my 3-card Monty videos. But anyway, so pretty cool. Okay. Back again, are we? I can re-explain everything, or do you prefer to practice directly? I'll do one more practice round. All right, more practice of 3-card Monty. Here, here, here. Oh, crap, too early. My bad. Let's try that again. All right, let's practice this. I'm terrible at this in the video game. I'm so focused on the clicking, I have literally no idea. Yep, he picked it out correctly because I didn't cheat. What's the point of this if I win? I can re-explain everything, or do you prefer to practice directly? Let's do one more. I wonder if he ever will catch the sleight of hand or not. So if I were to cheat this time... All right, well, it seems like the guy can't pick it out. Now go. All right, cool. Let's go over here. McGregor is probably after you already. Well, it's not the uncertain hand of chance that has me in this dump. I'm glad you appreciate my hospitality, says the magician. Yeah, the magician really does look like Ricky Jay. That's pretty funny. At least it smells better than Versailles. Come in, boy. I was waiting for you. Yeah, they definitely modeled the magician after Ricky Jay. That's very funny. I mean, it's great, but... The Comte seems to think you have abilities. Trick me. Ah, so we can play some 3-card Monty. Okay, we're going to cheat this time, because, why not? Although I feel like he'll catch me. That would kind of be the whole point here. And a lot of mixing there. Let's mix these two around. See if you can figure it out. Haha! Magnificent! Time for me to show you a trick then. I'm going to teach you how to read an opponent's mind. Nice. I'll prove it to you now. In fact, I'm so confident in my abilities that I'll put 40 coins on the line. Wow, I'll take that as a yes. Pick a card, any card from the deck, and place it on top. Remember which one you chose. Oh, wait, can I scroll through them? Oh, that's very cool. Yeah, my thumb isn't quite that fast in real life. Let's see. This was my favorite card. It was a weird little kind of cull thingy-ma-thing. Good. The card you chose is on top, and do you remember it? Yes, I remember it. Excellent. Now pick a number, let's say between 2 and 5. 4. All right, now watch this. I'm going to shuffle the deck and then cut it. Shuffles and cuts the deck. Doing a little overhand shuffle action there. Abracadabra, now I know where your card is in the deck. Remember the number you chose? Watch. 1, 2, 3. According to the number you picked, this next one should be your card. Is that your card? Yes, it is. Good, because there's no way I'm parting with my coins over that. And relax. You owe me nothing. Compty told me of your origins. All right. Let's do this magic trick. So, the guy picked a random card. The 7, well, I picked a card, the 7 of spades, which happens to be my favorite card in the deck, and put it on top. Then the magician took the cards from me, and it looks like he gave them an overhand shuffle after he asked me to name a number, and the number I named was 4. And he said that he would give the cards an overhand shuffle followed by a cut. Then he would deal cards, 1, 2, 3, and the 4th card is the 7 of spades. That was the trick. And he was using a, I know, simplest card at any number in the world, like literally. He was using a stacking shuffle here. And without going into too much detail, he was positioning this card 4th from the top. Now, one sort of unfortunate thing is like, you just put the card on top, which sort of defeats the purpose of making this impressive, honestly. It would, I think, I mean, again, they can't really do this, but a slightly better version of the trick would look like this. So there's the 7 of spades, goes into the deck, and I'll give the cards a shuffle. Now, I'm going to ask people in chat to, in a moment, name a random number, let's say, from 1 to 10. Any number from 1 to 10. Whoever writes the first number from 1 to 10 in chat, that's what I'll use. So whoever gets to this first, any number between 1 and 10, and that's what we'll use for this. All right, bit of a delay on the stream, so we'll have to see what people name. But the very first person to get to a number, all right, person said 6. All right, I think it was Lou who said 6. Yep, Lou said 6, so 6 it will be. Now, here's the idea. A lot of other numbers, 7, 5, 3, 5, 7. All right, well, the very first one was 6, and anyone who looks at the chat will be able to verify that. Okay, now, the thing is, in this trick, right, you name the number, and then the magician shuffles, right? So presumably in the shuffling, the magician is positioning the card correctly. The idea here is that I did all the shuffling first, and then I had you name a number. And after you name the number, of course, the cards were just on the table. So the card was the 7 of spades, so I started by putting it in the middle and mixing it in at random. Then you named a number, cards are on the table. Watch this. With just a riffle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 6th card is the 7 of spades. Many ways of doing that, but you'll notice I was dealing every card off the top there. So that is maybe a slightly improved version of this card at any number. So something along those lines. So just to give you a slightly more advanced version of that trick. Now, I was just doing between 1 and 10 to keep things simple, but I could have done 10 to 20 or, you know, between 1 and 30 or, you know, so on and so forth. But there are many different cards at any numbers out there. It's a very classic plot in Magic. All right. Fun. And I guess I could do one other version of it. I need another card, though, another deck of cards. Let's use these. Someone's saying, good chance to collect all the numbers and perform some analysis on it. 1,000 more of these streams, and then we'll have enough data. Okay. So I will do one more version of this kind of routine. Man, these cards suck. What is up with this deck? Weird. All right. How many spare decks of cards do I have? Literally hundreds. That's not a joke. Daniel, I just did 3-card Monty. Guess my left, right, or middle, and if you guess right, I'll join Card Magic 101. Okay. Well, I didn't really see where the money card started or whether or not you cheated. So I'll just have to take a totally random guess and say right side. That's where I think it is, right side. All right. For this one, I'm going to do a slightly different version of this. Everyone, what I want you to do is, and whoever does this first, will, they will get, yeah, whoever does this first will that's what we'll use. So you're going to type in, not just a, well, yeah, everyone type in a card at random. So random card. I got it right. Sign up. Perfect. Thank you, Mystery Martian. So type in a card and a number. So any card in the deck and also a number. And we'll do a card and any number using that. And whoever types it first, that's what I'll use. So any card, any number. Actually, you know, we're just going to start with cards. So, okay. So very first card, and then now start typing in numbers, and whoever does the very first number is the important one. So what was the first card named was, again by Lou, it was the Jack of Hearts, okay, and then the very first number that got put in, I believe, was 8. Okay, Jack of Hearts and 8. So before I go on, I want to make sure this is absolutely right. So if people look through the chat, you'll see that I believe it was, Lou who put the very first, yes, Lou said Jack of Hearts. And then if we keep scrolling down, a bunch of other cards were being named, and then Motrain said 8, the number 8. So I just hope people can see that that's the case. But the Jack of Hearts and 8. Now, very importantly, you'll notice these cards have been on the table. I have not manipulated these. So, hopefully, you'll have remembered that. Jack of Hearts and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One card lower would have been the 7 of diamonds, and one card higher would have been the King of Spades. But the number was 8. The card was the Jack of Hearts, and these legitimately were the very first card in the very first number named at random by you in chat. And the card at the 8th position is the Jack of Hearts. So, good luck figuring that one out. Alright, that's sort of the ultimate version of card at any number, where one card's named, one number's named with literally no manipulation. That's where it is. Alright, that was fun. Cool. Alright, we'll have to go on with the game. So that's the very first version of that. That was good fun. Yeah, I'll have to clip that out. It's too bad that I can't have the chat on screen because of those bots. Oh well, tragic. Well, someone would be able, if I were to clip it, I could do that. That's a pity. All right. I do teach versions of card at any number in my course. That one is a little more advanced, but yeah. All right. Cool. Let's move on with the game. Someone's asking for oil and water. I can do a version of that later, especially if something similar to that comes up in the game. Okay. I've been playing Cardshark for like 5 seconds, or no, just like, you know, maybe half an hour or something like that. All right. And give me one moment. I have to go fix this. All right, cool. Sorry, just slight minor tech issue there. All right, and we're back. Cool. So, let's do it. And relax, you owe me nothing. The Comte told me of your origins. I can see that look in your eye. It's always the same. You want to know how I did it. Well, I might slightly know how you did it. Just a little bit. I'm willing to explain since you showed such promise with 3-card Monty. All right. Oh, wow. All right, so I've chosen my card, the Ace of Diamonds, and placed it at the top of the deck. For the time being, let's keep it simple. I'll choose the number 1. That means all we have to do is keep the ace at the top. Let's see what happens if we start shuffling. And first we start mixing the cards, so you can keep an eye on the ace. But if we keep shuffling, we quickly lose track of it. Let's reset the deck and see what we can do differently. Start shuffling again, but only drop a clump of cards once. Okay? At this stage, we know the ace is at the top of the pile in our bottom hand. But if we keep shuffling, we'll lose it. I suppose you're wondering how I kept track of your card when I shuffled and cut the deck before? You're right to look suspicious. You know, I'm going to take a guess. I think it's an in-jog shuffle, or it might be a lift shuffle as well. That's the other possibility. It's going to be one of those two techniques. Is a marker, okay, it's going to be an in-jog shuffle or a crimp. Even after more shuffling, you do this by dropping one card onto the pile and offsetting it slightly. In Magic, we call this an in-jog. This is called in-jogging. Remember it well, boy. In-jog. Yep, that makes sense that we drag to the side. Oh, this is so cool. Now you can shuffle the rest without worrying about losing the ace. This is correct. We can keep shuffling. We shuffle off all the way. Great. Now we know where the ace is. It's marked off. But we wanted it at the top, not somewhere in the middle, so now what? That's where cutting comes in. We can feel for the in-jogged marker with our fingers and cut the deck at that point. The next card down was our ace, remember? So when we recombine the piles, it'll be back at the top of the deck. But why trust me? Let's allow the cards to do the talking, and the top card is the ace. Voila, as if by magic, the Ace of Diamonds back at the top of the deck. Let's see if you understood that. Well, first of all, let's see if I understood it in person. Someone's asking how long is the live show. Live show is a 75 or 80-minute full evening show. It's like a sit-down formal show. All right, so the first thing here is that I believe the card used was the Ace of Diamonds here, so I'll need to also use the Ace of Diamonds. And yeah, that was a great visual of how to do it. So, actually, these cards are new, and I wanted to use these later. I'll use the more beat-up deck for now. So the idea here is use the Ace of Diamonds, and again, what happened was they explained you chop off some cards, and the next one, you don't shuffle it normally, you put it back a little bit, you offset or in-jog the card, and then you shuffle everything else. So now you've got a little marker there. He put the cards onto the table, and then when you cut, you're feeling for that marker spot. Again, it's hard to do very slowly, and it brings the card back to the top. So we'll do this again. and back on top. So that's one way of doing this. There are other ways, of course. So, for example, we can give the cards a shuffle like this, and then this time you'll notice I have fully squared the cards, and the ace is not on top, nor is it anywhere near the bottom. It's truly in the middle of the deck. With a fully squared deck, we give the cards a cut like this, and we've brought the ace of diamonds back to the top. So there are more nuanced ways of doing this kind of thing than what's being shown here. Okay. Yeah, it's just so cool how accurate the techniques are here. All right, let's see. Let's see if you understood that. Well, I did just do it in real life, so one would assume I did, but, you know, never know. Try shuffling and cutting. Make sure the ace gets back to the top at the end. All right, so we shuffle, we in-jog, and then we shuffle and shuffle and shuffle and shuffle. It's so cool how they have that schematic at the bottom, and then your partner cuts, sort of like in a card game. Let's see if you got it right. Back on top. Would you like to practice it again? I think I'm good. Let's take this trick up a gear then. Think about what we've learned already. Now we're going to position it at position 1 to 5. So that's going to be the approach here. By the end of the trick, we wanted the ace of spades at the top of the deck. And sure enough, we dealt out some cards and the ace came out first. But the real trick is a bit more impressive, because we don't want it on top, right? You'll let someone choose the ace's position. You see, boy, giving your target the feeling that they're in power is the key to pulling the rug out from underneath their feet. Very true. So with that in mind, imagine I'm your mark and I've chosen the number 4. You'll need to offset the ace with 3 other cards. That means when you deal, the ace won't be first, but 4th. So I'll teach you how to add these offsetting cards whilst you shuffle. Let's start as we did before, aces on top. I think I know what's going to happen. We're going to shuffle. We need to offset the ace to the correct position. Drop 3 more cards one at a time. Drop card is 1. Oh, you've got, I think I just have to click to drop a card. More than 1, I see. Yeah, I have to get a sense for the controls. Let's reset. There, back in order. Start from the top. Okay, so we shuffle. I think we just click. Yep, click. Click, that's 3. Now we're going to in-jog. And then all that's left to do is shuffle the remaining cards down and then cut. This is just so cool. Wow. That all looked right to me. Let's see then, shall we? 1, 2, 3. There's the ace of diamonds at the 4th card, just as planned. Impressive work. Now, before you go running off trying to impress everyone with your newfound wizardry, heed some advice. There's nothing more embarrassing than messing up a magic trick. This is true. So keep practicing. Now remember, I get to choose where I want my card to end up, and neither me nor anyone you show this to will pick the number 4 just because you learned it. So pay attention to which number is picked and only offset the card that far. This time I'll pick the number 2. All right. So we're going to shuffle, run 1 card singly, in-jog a card, and then we're going to shuffle off afterward. All right. And now we're going to cut the cards at that position. Time to check. 1, 2. Exactly where I asked for it. Achievement, party trick. Would you like to practice it again? I think I'm all right. Very well. You seem to know what you're doing. Your quick study. The Comte has done well. I have been doing this for more than half my life. Yeah, I'm noticing in chat people are asking, are you going to do multiple streams of this, or are you going to, yeah, because I know the story is like, 6 or 8 hours or something like that. So, yeah, I will break this up into multiple streams probably. What's this? You demonstrated some skill with 3-card Monty earlier. Care to prove yourself again? Why not? Let's do one more round of 3-card Monty. Oh, with just luck then, disappointing. Whoops. My bad. We've played enough 3-card Monty. Our trade is dangerous. We will bail you out if we can. Help as much as we can. Now go and see the Comte. He will explain what that means. Yeah, I clicked too early there. Whoops. Oh, he is Ricky J because he keeps throwing cards and having them come back to him. And he's got Ricky J's like 1970s style haircut, which is hilarious. Anything back in here? I want to play that guy in 3-card Monty again. Alright, guess he doesn't want to play anymore. Tragic. Okay, yeah, let's head out. All right, why don't I go... I already talked to that guy and learned Monty from him, so... Let's go talk to our friend here. You tricked the magician? Indeed I did. Hope you didn't sign away your soul when I've been working so hard to earn it. So you're part of the family now. We share everything here, including our gains. Everything we give to the camp will be given a good use. It's like a poor people's bank. We support the elderly and the ones who can't work anymore, like Ireneo. Awesome, really curious about some of the later tricks and how effective they'd be. It's hilarious how the hardest part for you is the controls. I can do this in real life. Yeah, exactly. It'd be hilarious if I get the bad ending because I was too good at anticipating the tricks and bad at the QuickTime events. Yeah, that would be pretty hilarious. I hope that one day, I know nothing about the game though. I have no idea what the plot is or anything like that. I hope one day we could use that money to change things for real. Hope I will give you 20 coins. Your half of the money is yours to spend how you want. We would appreciate it if you could spare some for our cause. Sure. Your donation. Comte's donation. Oh, I see. Right, he gave me 20 and said to donate half of it. Let's donate 20. Someone's asking a really interesting question. If Ricky J was still alive, do you think he'd be proud or disappointed that he's in the game? That's really hard to answer because Ricky J was not a big fan of like explaining magic secrets like this. I mean, he did explain gambling secrets in his show, right? I mean, he talked about bottom deals, second deals. He explained some of those. He demonstrated them. I don't know if he'd love the level of depth they go into in this game, but like, look at YouTube. There's explanations for all this stuff all over the place, and these are much better explanations that you'd find on YouTube. So, I really don't know. I think it would depend how much he appreciated like the artistry of the game, and it's clear there's so much effort that's gone into this, and I think that I think there's a good chance he'd be pleased with it. I mean, I think it's great personally, but you know, we'll never know. We're all done here. We should keep moving. All right. Find a record of your adventures in the journal. Okay. Okay, so the inn, the manor, the cafe, the tavern. I think that's where I came from. I guess I have some choice as to where I go. Let's go to the cafe. Why not? Minimum bet. Oh, interesting. Minimum bet 10. Minimum bet 20. Right, and the tavern's where we came from. Let's go here. Actually, I'm curious. Should I go to the Parliament's Cafe or should I go to the inn? It is up to you. Whoever types first in chat, you win. Or I could even do something like this. No, yeah. So yeah, whoever gets there first, inn or the cafe, I will listen to the very first person in chat. We'll get to the manor eventually. Cafe. All right, first person said cafe, so cafe it will be. Travel. All right, we're heading to Toulouse. Toulouse? A city on the verge of hysterical frenzy is the best place to make a profit. Why? I heard a Protestant merchant killed his own son to prevent him from converting to Catholicism. Wow, that's dark. As far as scams go, it's pretty crude, but you have to recognize a certain Gallic efficiency. I guess so. The trial starts tomorrow. The whole city will be busy, noisy, and distracted. We cannot let this opportunity pass. Before I get to explaining our next strategy, do you need a refresher on card values, Jack, Queen, King, Ace? No, I don't. Good. The magician showed you a technique that allows you to maintain and offset a stack, didn't he? Maintain and offset a stack. Those aren't quite the words we would use in Magic. We would say maintain and offset a stack. We would say to reposition a card or to maintain a stock, S-T-O-C-K, of cards. That would be a slightly more accurate term, but pretty close here. I mean, anyone reading this would know what it meant. It's just slightly different from Magician's Lingo, but also Magician's Lingo is really confusing, so I can see why they didn't use it. It would be very confusing to a non-magician. Yes. Well, you now have a strong foundation to work with. The technique has some flaws. Agree? Fiddling around with the deck at the table is just too risky. So how else can we stack the deck? Well, let's think. You could switch in a pre-stacked deck of cards. For example, it's called a cooler, where you switch one deck for another. So it requires sleight of hand at just one moment, and you don't have to do stacking at the table. Riffle stacking would generally be better because you're shuffling flat on the table rather than in the hands. You could also work with a partner, and you could also have some cards palmed and add them onto the deck, like a hand muck or a cap. Let's see what you'll use something I call the full harvest. Ah, we're going to be doing a pickup stack. Interesting. Someone's asking, is the magician lingo purposefully difficult to understand to hide the tricks? Some of it is. Some of it is, but some of it is just, it's convention, and people started calling it that, and now it's called that forever, whether or not it makes sense. I mean, terminology and taxonomy is always a little weird. Yeah, so we're about to be doing a pickup stack. So just to demonstrate what this is, yeah, let's take out a few cards. Let's imagine, yeah, we're going to use the red aces for this. I'm just going to do 2 card hands here, like in, actually, let's do blackjack, because that's going to be a better way of doing this. So let's do an ace and a jack. Ace of diamonds, jack of diamonds, right? Oh, camera. Thank you, people. Sorry. Okay, let's demonstrate a pickup stack here, because that's looks like what we're going to be doing. So ace of diamonds, jack of diamonds are for blackjack. That again would be great as the dealer to get these cards together or give them to a specific player. Yeah, let's imagine that I'm a casino dealer and the player at the first position is my partner. Yeah, so I think that makes sense. Player at the first position is my partner. Also, I'm going to shrink that a little bit. Give me a moment to just resize this. Let's unlock this. It should be much smaller. Okay. Cool. Just because I don't want that to be so prominent. All right. So let's just demo a pickup stack real quick here. Cool. And, oh, sorry, I'm going to have to move that up a little bit. Apologies. All right, let's try that. Someone's asking if I'm a gamer. I am. I usually play, like, open world, like, RPGs, so things like The Witcher, things like Skyrim, Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm playing through Horizon Forbidden West right now, and I'm playing through Elden Ring as well. So I know the sort of game language of, you know, open world RPGs much better than I do. I don't really usually play these kind of narrative-driven, like, simpler games like this. This is an unusual game for me, so I don't know sort of the language of these games as well. Whereas, like, you know, Skyrim or Elden Ring or whatever, is very intuitive. Yeah, I'm not that far into Elden Ring, and I'm not that far into Horizon Forbidden West. I think in Horizon Forbidden West, I just got to the Forbidden West, and then I have someone's asking about old school RuneScape. I grew up with the game RuneScape, and I've not played much old school, but I played from like 2007 to maybe 2011 or something. This is slightly embarrassing to admit now, but I did get 99 agility when it was like in 2008 maybe, before they added all the like fast training methods. So yeah, I put a few hundred hours into that, and I have looked at my overall playtime in RuneScape a few years ago, and I regret deeply ever looking at my in-game time, and I will not say what that was. I've not played the game in probably over a decade, but yeah, I've played a little old school, but I don't know, not something I've really gotten back into, unfortunately. But yeah, 99 agility was a hell of a undertaking. Do I play D&D? I've actually never played D&D. I would love to, but I've never played it. I did, I like games like Risk or Catan. Definitely, absolutely love Settlers of Catan. Risk is okay. It's just too much dice rolling at the end of the game. A little too random. I recently played a game called Heroescape with some friends. It's like an interesting amalgamation of like Risk and D&D and Catan. There's sort of mechanics of all of those mixed in, but it was discontinued in 2010. So it's not a game that is played so much anymore. But yeah, never played D&D before. Someone's asking, what's my favorite card trick and what's the best reaction? Hard to say what the best reaction is. Yeah, I think best, yeah, I can't really quantify the best reaction. However, favorite trick, I mean, of my favorite tricks of mine, in terms of like my favorite trick to do, well, the trick that's the most special to me is probably the trick I did on Penn and Teller's show. My favorite trick of all time is probably 3-card Monty. But if I could only do one card trick for the rest of my life, it would probably be Vernon's Triumph. And I talk about that in my 10 Levels of Triumph video. So, yeah. All right, let's do a pickup stack. So, back to the game. They were talking about a pickup stack, right? They were calling it the Full Harvest or something. So, let's imagine that these are blackjack hands that are out on the table. Let's do a 3-player game. Now, again, it might be, again, I'm just going to sort of make up some hands. These are not going to be super realistic, so don't worry about that. But just so there's some cards on the table, if nothing else. And the idea is, okay, I notice that there's an ace here, and I notice that there's a jack here, right? And I need to reposition those for a 4-player game. So I might pick up the cards like this, and then I, as the dealer, would need to do some shuffling, like so. And you always end a shuffle with a cut like this. And now when I deal out blackjack again, you'll notice this player gets the ace, and this player gets the jack. So what happened there is that when I was picking up these cards, right, I picked them up in such a way that when I picked these up, the ace was on top, and then there were 3 cards after it. And then I scooped these up, putting the jack at the 5th position, and then picked all these up. So if we deal out the cards right now, there's ace followed by 3 cards, and then a jack followed by, 3 more cards. Now, of course, if I were to just deal out the cards again, right, they would fall to that first position, right, if it's the same number of hands. But we can't just do that because Yeah, no, and this is not something that a casino dealer would be able to do because there's a standardized way in casinos that the dealer has to pick up cards, and the pickup stack is not something that you would be able to do in that context. Pickup stacks are something that you can really only do in more casual contexts when there's a lot less procedure enforced. Hey, Rez, if you can take care of the bot, that'd be great. But Anthony is saying, that dealer would be fired. Yes, absolutely. You just could not do something like this. Yeah. All right, I will get rid of the bot here. All right, I got it. Don't worry. Okay. Yeah, Anthony, again, this is a technique that can really only be used in casual circumstances, and it's just not, again, it's not going to be used in that context, and it's also just overkill in a casino, right? For a blackjack dealer, really all they care about is, for example, letting a certain player see certain cards, right? Because knowing the cards is actually fine. You don't actually need to control it. Rez, what you can do is when you want to hit like hide user from channel, that will tends to be the best way of doing that. But yeah, so that's the idea behind a pickup stack, but it's sort of a, I don't know, I've always felt like it's a bit of a crude method. Okay. You will collect cards at the end of a round so they sit favorably in the deck during the next one. Picture in your mind how the cards will fall if you're the dealer. Let's go back here. And one more second. All right. Cool. Picture in your mind how the cards will fall if you're the dealer. Yeah, Anthony, you could do it as a poker dealer potentially. Still tricky. Yeah, I mean, you have a little bit more choice, I think, where there's maybe a little more flexibility depending on how fast and loose the game is. So, yeah. All right. Picture in your mind how the cards will fall if you're the dealer. Because I'm sitting to your right, I'll be the last. That's where we want the highest value cards. Pick up the card clumps in an order that ensures I'll end up with the high card when you deal. Yes, so we need to pick them up such that the final or the bottom card, so I think the only thing I don't know is which card. So we're going to pick up this. Right. Ah, yes. So we get to choose which side. Perfect, I'm guaranteed. Someone's saying, interesting that you call it crude method in modern terms. Do you think something like this would have the same reputation in the game period as well? In a time like this, where modern casino procedure probably wasn't enforced, a pickup stack would have been awesome. I mean, yeah, again, these are, you have to take into account the, you have to take into account how, strict the game rules is, or how strict the game procedure is, and how much people care about, exactly how the dealer is handling cards. So, yeah. You're doing well, lad, but it will be a bit more complex in practice. There will be many more cards on the table, and I am a greedy boy. Make sure I get 3 high-value cards this time. Oh, okay. Let's think about this. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 players. So we are going to start by taking this, and then let's do these. So the ace is 4th now, and then we're going to give him another ace, and then take these, and then we'll take, oop, nope. Oh yeah, no, we got that right. And we get the rest of them, and you've now got 3 aces. Well done, lad. Would you like to move on to the next part of the plan? Move on. Good. Imagine you just collected the cards from the table. think about how we arranged them and how they'll be dealt out. Every fourth card will be dealt to me. Thanks to you, they'll have high values. We've stacked the deck, essentially. Yep, pickup stack. But of course, we can't start dealing just yet. We have to shuffle. Ah, looks like we have to do a false shuffle. Or pretend to at least. Allow me to introduce you to the art of ineffective shuffling. We would call these false shuffles or blind shuffles. Drop some cards. Don't leave your stack behind. Our favorable stack is now at the bottom, still in order. The rest of the cards will pile on top. We eventually want to bring the ordered cards back to the top, so we got it in-jog. Yep. Yep, in-jogging. Exactly. All sounds familiar. Yes, this does. Taught you well. All right, we're going to in-jog a card, and then we can shuffle off, drop the rest of the cards. This makes it look like a real shuffle. Yep, and they're doing a good job remembering to shuffle in groups. We've got our in-jog now. Now you'd offer for me to cut, and since we're such fair and honorable players, of course, he's going to cut at that in-jogged position. Yep. Then you combine the cards by putting the bottom pile on top. And that's it. Our order cards are ready to be dealt out. Impressive work. This is exactly right. Gather discarded cards in an order that ensures a favorable deal. Then pretend to shuffle before leaning on me to cut the deck. So this is the idea of using a partner, essentially, to cut for you. There are ways of nullifying the cut, of undoing the cut yourself. However, it's much better to just have a partner do it, because then it's a lot less suspicious. Let's scatter the cards down on the table, and you can rehearse it. Okay, yep, different order this time. I wonder if you can pick up just part of a hand. Like, can you do, like, one card? No, you can't. Okay, interesting. So, we do this. Yep, okay. We take one card. We take these. And then, I'd love to give him that ace, but looks like I won't be able to, unfortunately. I would have had to think about that more earlier. So, 3 high-value cards. That's all he really cares about, even though... This is a weird game. This doesn't make any sense. All right, well, we'll take that. I'll get ace, ace, queen. What game are we playing? Playing like this weird stud? But I don't know what game we're playing. All right. I mean, seems to care about poker hands, but it's a 3-card game. I don't know. All right. So we shuffle, in-jog. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Have them cut. Rest on top. Very good dealing animation. Perfect. The disheveled gatherer. Yeah, I guess that's it. I want to practice this one more time. I want to retry it because I want to try something. I want to see if... Oh, so he's at a different position this time. It's annoying that it's the first position. That kind of makes it impossible to try what I wanted to. Okay, well, maybe I'll have to do it again. Okay, so first position, 4 players. We're going to do these and these. And then we're going to do... let me think. Yeah, we can do that. We can do these. And we can do these in this order. We can just pick up everything else. All right, I think I want to intentionally mess up the stack this time. Well, well, actually, no. I want to do it again. Perfect. I want to do it again because I want to see if something works here. Okay, good. Second position. This is what I was looking for. All right, I want to see if I can make this work. Yeah. Start here. So I've gathered up 3. And then, wait, 1, 2, 3. And it was the first of those. Do these. Okay. And then... Yeah, I want to try something here. I want to see if it'll let me fix this in the shuffle. So we're going to do... because we need to... Oh, wait, we need to remove... Right, now we need to add a card. Yeah. Shuffle. In-jog. I want to see if it, like, lets you fix this. Wait, did I get the stack wrong? What did I get wrong there? Third position. Okay. So, I'm going to get good cards to the first hand. So what I'm trying to do is do the pickup stack for the first hand and then add 2 cards on top to shift them to the third position, but I don't think the game lets you do that. So it doesn't let you fix it in the shuffle. That's too bad. That sucks. Yeah. Oh, come on. They should be able to do that. Alright, well... They really should, yeah. I should add that in a future version. Alright, well, just so I can explain what I was doing, I'm going to heavily simplify this. But here are the 3 cards that we want, these 3 aces. Yeah. So again, I'm just going to simplify this like this. Because clearly they don't care about how many cards are in each hand. This is some very weird game. Alright. Yeah, Rez, you'd think they would just need to... I'm sure this is like stored in just like a list or something. And you'd think they'd just have to be able to offset the list or something. Weird. Alright, well... so I think the idea here is that... so again... Imagine that I'm trying to stack the aces for the second position. Again, and this is some weird game that doesn't really exist. But I would pick up here, pick up here. I would pick up here, and here, and here, and here. So right now, I'm going to actually turn the aces over. But keep them in position. Right now, the aces are stacked for the first player, right? If I were to deal them out, they would go to the first player. I was trying to fix it in the shuffle by adding 1 card on top of the aces and then doing the in-jog thing and then shuffling and then doing this. So now because I added that 1 card, it offsets the entire stack, so now they go to the second position. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I can do oil and water later, especially if it comes up in the game. So, yeah. All right, we're gonna have to fix this. Okay. There we go. All right. Fixed. Okay. So, let's get back to it. All right, well, I guess they don't let you do that whole offset thing, which is too bad. But regardless, yeah, let's get back to the game. Cool. All right. Let's do this. So I need to get them in the third position. It just cares about high cards, which is weird. This is a very strange game. That makes no sense. So third position, so we need to pick up this way, and needs to be fourth of the cards that we pick up. There we go. Yeah, that works. All right, cool. All right. Cool. All right, then we're going to do the false shuffle here. So shuffle, in-jog, and shuffle, and shuffle, and shuffle, blah, blah, blah. Partner cuts the deck. Very cool. All right, cool. Deal out the cards. Perfect. Yes, we'll just relax now. I will fetch my quill and you can show me your vowels. We've arrived. Remember, the stakes are getting higher, lad. We cannot be discovered. Parliament Cafe in France, 1 hour later. Exciting. But you are cheating. Please don't make that face. Sir, I can explain. I'm truly happy to make your acquaintance. You are? The nobility is full of scammers and cheats, but they are mostly inept. Amateurs. Real con artists are a rarity, for good reason. Voltaire, come here and meet these... I assume that means gentlemen, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce it, because I will, forget this. All right. Someone said time is important, so they said it was an hour later or something. What is it, my young friend? Don't you see I'm too busy for games? These men are cheats, professional ones. Cheats, you say? Truly corrupted souls. How interesting. Monsieur Voltaire, I respectfully disagree. We simply teach men a justified fear of cards and gambling. And we get paid for this humble service. It does sound like an elastic conception of virtue and morale. Should we play to test your logic? Oh yes, please. Cheat again. How much would you like to bet? Let's just bet 10. I'm very risk averse. Okay. So I need to stack for my partner. We need to give him high cards. So we're going to go like this. And we're going to go like this. And we will go like this and this. All right, nice. I wonder if it makes you care. Oh, interesting. So the time is important to not get found out. I see. Oh, oops, crap. Shit. Oop, pardon my language. Ah. I see. Okay. So you can't just sit around and wait. Interesting. Round 1. Now the question is whether that suspicion meter resets or not. Could I ask you a question? Please do. Do you play to earn money or do you play for the mere pleasure of tricking your opponents? So this is really actually interesting in the preface to The Expert at the Card Table by S.W. Erdnase, purportedly, which I have over here. I forget exactly where it is. Yes, introduction. Introduction. Sorry, this is upside down, but this is Expert at the Card Table by S.W. Erdnase. The passion for play is probably as old and will be as enduring as the race of man. Some of us are too timid to risk $1, but the percentage of people in this feverish nation who would not enjoy winning one is very small. The passion culminates in the professional. He would rather play than eat. Winning is not his sole delight. That's the line that made me think of this. Someone has remarked that there is but one pleasure in life greater than winning, that is, in making the hazard. In other words, taking the risk of winning. So this is actually a slightly different connotation that they're bringing up, which is the pleasure of tricking someone. But really, what's being implied here is that the risk of cheating is very exciting, and that the professional cheat actually cares more about that feeling of excitement than actually winning money. So anyway, just a passage from Expert at the Card Table that this made me think of. Okay. cool. Alrighty. I can guarantee no other streamer playing this game has ever made that reference. Alright, cool. So someone is saying, the meter, if you lose, it goes down. I'm sure you don't need to, let's see, the meter doesn't reset. You usually have to do 3 rounds with a meter. Okay, very helpful. Okay, so you can lose a round to lower their suspicion. Interesting. Neither. Each game I play is just a brick in the edifice I'm building. Each trick is an element of a larger plot. I play patiently, slowly, until I can trick the sun. Like you, Monsieur de Voltaire. One letter at a time, one idea at a time, until the whole world changes. How much would you like to bet? I guess I'm betting twice as much. Alright, I'm gonna have to be fast. 4th player. Alright, let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then we're going to... Oh, this is not good. I don't know if we can... We have to do... Oh, nope. 2 and 3. There we go. And we get these as well. Now it's time to shuffle. In-jog. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. And we're done. Alright, that was faster. So some events apparently require you to win every round, which is interesting. Why, this is art. Yes, I would agree. Another round, the expense feels no different, and you're in luck, good sir, for now we have an encore planned. Oh, so the more you bet, the more suspicious they get. Interesting. Okay, 4th player, here we go. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to go 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. That gives us a second one, and we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4 here, and then get this, and also this guy. Wait, what? Oh, that's bad. Whoops, that sucks. Must have messed something up here. Ah, that sucks. All right, well, I'm gonna lose all the money that we won here. Damn, that sucks. All right, well, whoops. Round lost. Tragic. Ouch. Are you afraid of cards yet? Not yet, I'm sorry to say. Are you afraid of gambling? How could I be? It's so profitable. Yeah, see, it was very, it was very bad to lose the last round. I needed to lose one of the earlier rounds and win at the end. Oops. Indeed, until next time, messieurs. Ouch, that sucks. Find a record of your adventures. Wonder if we can play that game again. Yeah, at least his suspicion went down. Alright, I feel annoyed. I want to do that again. I want to win. I'm very annoyed at that. Our last trip to this was a disaster. They're a discerning pair. We need to put on a real show. Yeah, I'd like to put on a reminder. No, we're good. Alright, let's try this again. Yeah, at least I didn't get caught. You could argue that'd be worse. Blah, 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 blah. Alright. Let's do it. It'll be faster this time. 4th player. Let's do it. Scoop all of those up, and then we're gonna scoop these and these. That gives us 2 high cards. And then... Seriously? Oh, that's really annoying. 2... oh, no, actually, no, there's a way of doing this. We can go 3, and then we can go 3... What? Why is it not letting me choose the direction? That's really annoying. Urgh. Alright, well, we're going to lose this round, and then hopefully we should win the other ones. That is very weird that I must have swiped to the wrong direction with my mouse there. That's too bad. Alright, well, getting the hang of it. Yeah, it's funny, I'm significantly better at this in real life. Alright, did I lose all my money? I think I just lost all my money. I don't know how I win more money. Rez, can you take care of the bot? Thank you. Alright. Well, the inn... Alright, so if I lose all my money, the barn... Then what do I do? Yeah, I must have misclicked at the end there and gotten it wrong. Whoops. See if I can, like, get more money at the camp. Or something. Man, like a real gambler. Now, now I gotta, who gives you money? That is the question. Yeah, well, what happened at the... Yeah, I think I must have just miscounted at the very end. All right, let's see. Ready to leave? No. Must be inside. Ah! The magician can lend us money. Yeah, this is definitely what you want to do when you lose at gambling. Ask your friends for money. Okay. You can go to the barn to trick some people. All right, we'll go to the barn. Thank you, Rez. All right, I'm gonna need to do something about putting this on like subscriber only mode for a moment. We're gonna have to fix this because this is ridiculous. Yeah, we're gonna have to do something about this. Yeah, I think I'll have to do like subscriber only mode or something, which I've not had to do before. So it should be interesting. All right. Let's see. So, content, live, customization. Okay, yeah. I see. Yep. Yeah, I'm just going to try to fix the settings. So I'm going to make it so that you have to have, I think, been subscribed for, let's say, at least a few hours. Because, yeah. And we're going to do 20 here. At least an hour. Yeah, I'm editing the stream issues right now. Yeah, so I don't know what's... Because, I mean, if someone subscribes right now, I do want them to be able to, you know, chat, but I also have to fix the bots here. So, let's make it an hour for now, or maybe see if that works. All right. Yeah, it should really be a time greater than the stream length. That's actually quite true. So let's make it... I doubt I'll ever do a stream longer than that. All right. Yeah, so we're going to make it 4 hours because that should help. And I guess, actually, I'll make the slow mode 10 seconds, not 20. All right, cool. Hopefully that should help things out. Thank you guys for the advice as I've been doing this, just so that, you know, I can kind of get a sense for this and work out the, you know, kinks in the stream. That's just part of the deal here. All right, cool. Sweet. Let's go back here. All right, and we are back. It's a good day to be subscribed. Yes. Slow mode. Fitting that Daniel's showing the tricks in slow motion. Yeah, chat just leveled up. Yeah, that should solve the problem. Thank you guys for explaining how to do that. And I may Yeah, I mean, it seems like, yeah, the foolproof way of solving the bot issue is just make it like, yeah, make it, I mean, the real question is, do the bots actually subscribe or not? I kind of don't know if they ever do. All right, some people are saying to turn the volume up a little bit. All right, just turn the volume up on things a little bit. Hopefully that's better. Yeah, I just turned up my mic. Hopefully that should be better. Cool. Yeah, because, you know, as I do more of these streams in the future, I can check a list of participants. That's an interesting idea. Yeah, they usually don't sub, but, yeah, it should be fixed. All right, cool. Yeah, I don't think I'll be going over to Twitch. No, YouTube is I would have to build a whole audience there. I do, what, 5 or 6 live streams a year? Yeah. Yeah, I set it to 4 hours, which is, you know, probably longer than any stream will feasibly go. Let me just take a look here. All right, we're good. All right, cool. All right, back to the game. All right, so we got a little more money. Now, I can go gamble. Someone was saying something about if you go to the barn, you can, like, trick people at 3-card Monty and win some money. Can't hurt. All right, the barn. Wait, now that's not showing up. Oh, maybe you can only do that if you have no money. All right, let's go here. See if I can not mess this up again. I need to be able to... Fourth player. Go this way. Go that way. There we go. Round 1. All right, good. Cool. All right, cool. Okay, fourth player, so we're gonna go like that, and like that, and then like that. Cool. Good. Round 1. Sweet. Yeah, it's weird that they make the suspicion bar go up faster during the shuffling procedure. Like, that's when they would be least suspicious, theoretically. It's the pickup stack that would be more suspicious. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if I lose, then I just suck, I guess. So, I'll go to the barn. Okay, so I need to think about this more carefully this time. There we go. Like this. Like this. Like this. And like this. There we go. Cool. Ah, so it's the hesitation. Interesting. Someone's saying that it's actually the hesitation that causes the suspicion bar to go up. Huh. Interesting. Fascinating. All right. Cool. All right. Well, I've won their money, so let's go to the inn next. We're not going to this inn for leisure, of course, not when there's coin to be made. That simple trick we pulled at the tavern won't work. How do you feel about taking a seat at the table? I'm ready. All right. You won't be playing to win, of course. You'll be aiding me. Similar to last time, I need you to signal to me what you know of my opponent's cards. I doubt we'll find anyone quite so drunk as before, so I'll need a better information. You'll need to communicate the suit and value of our opponent's best card. That'll be enough to tip the scales. Okay, suit and value. The way you hold your cards and how you play them, we call this the pinch and drop signal, okay? Let's start with clubs. Play a card from your hand holding 3 fingers in the air. How do I... Wrong suit. Oh, oops. How many fingers in the air? Wait. That is 3 fingers in the air already, right? Ah, okay, so I just have to drag down less. I see. Hearts is going to be 2. I have to write this down, otherwise I will forget. So clubs is 3. Hearts is going to be 2. 2 fingers extended. I see, okay. For spades. Right. Signaling card values. So clubs, hearts, spades, diamonds. Weird orders, yeah. Alright. Move on to signaling with card values. Yeah, I do have a PS5 controller, but too lazy. The way you place a card will signal its value. For aces, raise the highest card to the highest point before letting it fall to the table. Kings. Okay, so then we're gonna have like ace. It's gonna be up. Kings, I assume, is gonna be like forward. Right. For queens, gently lower the lady, so it's gonna be down essentially. Okay. I assume Jack's going to be towards you. Pull your back before you fling the rascal forward, okay. I see. Cool. It's not quite chased, which is interesting. Okay, so it's going to be the number of fingers and then the direction of the card. It's quite clever, actually. Would you like to go over that again? No, let's put it to the test. How you'll see your opponent's hand if you're sat at the table. Very British phrasing there. Any ideas? Think about you? I mean... Mirror or something? I don't know. Shiner? I don't know. You. You can't pour the wine when you're a customer. The responsibility will rest on my shoulders. I'll deal in such a way that you may steal a look at our marks cards. They're going to have to see what he means by that. Commit to memory the highest value card they get down. Don't... Oh, I see. So this is what's also something that like in blackjack, if someone's sitting at first base, sometimes the dealer will accidentally tilt cards as they deal or as they push them over so that the index is flashed to a certain player. And that is always, that's always, you know, a little good way of citing cards. Okay. If the lucky wretch is dealt 2 cards of joint highest value but with different suits, either will do, okay? Yep, so we only care about, yeah. The dealer's glimpse. Sort of. Some people are saying about the number of fingers matches the number of bumps on the pips. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. All right. 2. Jack of clubs. Giving a nice little pause there. Ace of spades. That's the highest card. Yeah. Ace of hearts. It actually doesn't matter. Okay, so now we're playing a 5-card game. Interesting. So it's going to be an ace, and we're going to use spades, which is 1 finger. Correct suit. And then it's an ace, so we're going to go way up. Correct value. Bravo, it seems we have ourselves a plan. The indiscreet fingers. We can run through this again, or would you like to rest for the remainder of our journey? I think we're good to go. Quite a journey yet. Some handwriting practice will pass the time. Now let me find my quill. What's with all the handwriting and vowels? Weird. Later that day. Send a text room. All right, this inn has proven to be a fertile hunting ground in the past. Let's take a look at the man seated in red, seated over there with all his finery. Looks like that guy. He does look wealthy. Let's fleece him for all he's worth. Sounds like a plan. Now stay back here until I'm seated. Good plan. You don't want to seem like you know each other. Yeah. You seem utterly bored, my young friend. I happen to know the perfect cure for that ailment. You're not a doctor, I hope. I may be bored, but I'm not. Jesus. I only administer the sweetest form of thrill, a good old game of cards. That's a remedy my humors can agree with. Please, have a seat. Game's getting dark. All right. How much would you like to bet? I'll start with 10. Make sure I don't mess up. Okay, 3 clubs. So that's 3 clubs. 4 of diamonds is the new highest card. 2 of hearts is still 4 diamonds. Still 4 diamonds. Queen of diamonds. All right. That might be it. Yeah, queen of diamonds. Diamonds is 0. And then queen's going to be down. Nice. Yeah, I mean, they're not quite explaining how knowing just the highest card means you win every single time, but I understand that's not really important here. Oh, I wanted to do one thing now that we've got the sort of chat bit solved. Figured we would do this. Something like that. All right. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I figured I would turn the chat back on. So we can see it scroll through it rapidly. All right, there we go. Cool. Yeah, because now I seem to have dealt with the bots, at least for the time being. I'm worried those are going to take up, that's going to take up a little bit too much of the screen real estate here. So I'm going to have to shrink the chat box down. Actually, give me a moment to go do that. Oh, can you not do that? No, I definitely can do that. Yeah. Let's do that. All right. Yeah, chat's appearing again. Yep, good. A little bit smaller. All right, that should be good, because now chat's a little smaller, the overlay's a little smaller. I think we're good. Cool. I'm growing sick of your medicine, Comte. Yeah, now we need something in the upper right corner just for symmetry. Tough. Maybe that would be a better spot for that, I think. Yeah. You just give me a second, I'll make this a little better. Thank you for your patience, by the way. Let's do this. Something like that. Maybe do it in 2 lines. Yeah, that should do it. So I'm just going to move the little, you know, let's see, how do I align it with the center? Not do a center alignment. All right, just give me one more moment as I fix this. Yeah, that should work. Yeah. All right, well, let's just move this up a teeny bit. See if that works. Maybe a little more. I was just realizing actually the, you know, the screen may be dark, but you can still see the me fixing all those things. Also, wait a minute, did I accidentally turn the chat off? Hold on, chat box. There we go, alert box. Oh yeah, I'll do that. There we go. And do this. How can I shrink the alert box? Oops. Let's do that. And all right. Theoretically, this should have done it. We're gonna see. Who knows? Thank you for your patience as I figure all this out. That's a little too high up, actually. Nah, fix that. Oh, oops. All right. Let's see if this works. Get that a little bit lower. All right. Oh, no, it just is touching the edge of my face thing. That's annoying. My pickiness will not allow that to be the case. All right, now I have to fix this. Sorry, guys. Thank you for your overall patience. Let's make this the teeniest bit smaller. And I have to get this centered, of course. Yeah, wait, how do we center? Oh, I see. 420. Yeah, that's right. Good. And then something like that. All right. Let's hope that works. Cool. All right, we'll see how this looks. All right, cool. Fingers crossed. Oh yeah, it'll look a little uncentered, which is fine. I'm just worried about it being actually centered. I just don't want stuff to take up too much screen real estate. I can make the chat box a teeny bit bigger there. That should make things look a little bit more even. All right, that's fine. We're good enough for now. Let's get back to the game. I'm growing sick of your medicine. Do stay for another round, young patient. It won't hurt one bit. All right, I feel pretty confident about this. Let's go there. I want to win some money. Oh wait, there's going to be another round. Two of spades. I wasn't even watching that first card. I hope there's a higher card. Two of hearts. Uh-oh, I hope that first card wasn't the highest one, because I literally was not watching the screen. Eight of hearts. Uh-oh. This is awkward. King of clubs. Alright, that's the highest one. King of clubs. King of clubs. King of clubs. Clubs is going to be 3. Good. What? No, that was a... What the heck? Oh no, there was an ace. No! Oh, that is so awkward. Well, that's what I get. Oh man, that was bad. I was not watching the screen. Ugh. Okay, Queen of Diamonds. Queen of Diamonds. Whew. I gotta watch this closely. That was hilarious. King of Diamonds. King of Diamonds. Okay, highest card. That's the best one. King of Diamonds. Okay. King of Diamonds. King of Diamonds. King of Diamonds. King of Diamonds. Okay, Diamonds is 0, yes, and then King is bringing it forward. Don't notice, please. All right. Wait, there's another round? Oh no, he's gonna notice. Ah, he's gonna catch us. Oh, this is bad. All right, 2 of clubs. I didn't realize how many rounds there were. Whoops. 4 clubs. That one doesn't matter. King clubs. Yeah, unfortunately, there's too much of a delay on chat for it to matter. King clubs, king clubs, king clubs. All right, king clubs. Don't mess this up. Don't mess this up. Jack clubs. All right, so it's going to be clubs is 3. So we're just going to go down ever so slightly. And then king is straightforward. Ah. Damn. So close. Alright, how much money did I just lose? Oh, I didn't even notice that leave was an option. Hilarious. Nice. We're gonna have to do that again. Ah, where is the leave option? I guess I completely missed that. Yeah, I have the stream on normal latency, so there's like a 10-second delay or so. Yeah, so I should probably do a super low latency stream next time so that your advice is actually relevant to me. All right, let's not always leave right next to bet. I see. Okay, gotcha. All right, let's try to not be so terrible at this time. It's kind of hilarious that he's willing to play us again. Yeah. Oh, there it is. I understand. Okay. All right, let's be not terrible this time. All right, 8 of hearts. I have to actually watch the screen. Okay, 5 hearts. 6 hearts, still not relevant. Oh, okay, it has to be the last card that is the relevant one here. King of clubs. King of clubs. Okay. Clubs is 3, king is forward. Here we go. Clubs is 3, good. And then the king is going to be forward. All right, good. You won some money. Sweet. All right. Now. All right, you know, I'm just gonna go for it. 10 of hearts, that's not the one, that's not the one. Jack of clubs. Okay. Jack of clubs, Jack of clubs. Okay, still Jack of clubs. Still Jack of clubs. Okay, still Jack of clubs. Clubs is going to be 3. All right, and Jack is backwards. So it's going to be 3 and then backwards. Okay, good. And then it's going to be directly backwards. All right, good. Getting better, getting better. Okay. All right, 8 of spades. 6 of spades, still doesn't matter. 7 of diamonds, doesn't matter. 10 of spades, still doesn't matter. Okay, has to be the last card. Ace of clubs, ace of clubs. Clubs again, clubs again. All right, clubs, good, 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 good. And then ace has to be up high, so we're gonna go straight up. Sweet, alrighty. Hope that's the last one. Your treatment was expensive but appreciated. We should play blah, 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 blah. All right, good. Finally won some money this time. Woo! All right, cool. Back up there. In. Okay, unavailable. Oh, I could play the Parliament Cafe again. Interesting. Yeah, I was noticing. I was noticing that meter goes up a little higher. For people who are just joining, by the way, this is a video game called Cardshark, and it is basically a game that's all about like card cheating and a whole story about that. And so I'm playing it and then breaking down some of the techniques that are being used. But it's a fun game. Okay. People are saying I should go to the manor. Should I go to the manor with 120 coins, or should I like go, or should I go to the cafe, the Parliament Cafe, and win some more money? Yeah. That's the question. Do I go to the cafe and win more money first, or should I go to the manor? I don't know what the best strategy is for people who have played this. So, let me know. Yeah, someone's saying, tonight's stream tells the story of a professional card magician losing at card games. This is true. Oh, someone's saying if I return to the camp, I can leave money just in case I lose. So that I wouldn't have to go to the barn. One more round at the cafe, then the manor. All right. Taking your advice. I think the manor's a little easier to win at. All right. Sounds like there's some cool techniques used later on in the game. I'll do multiple streams. Oh, wait, what? We're doing a cooler? Oh, okay. Then I'll make an excuse for you to get out of somewhere out of sight. Using the duplicate deck, you will prepare me a favorable stack before concealing it in the palm of your hand. Ah, using the duplicate deck, you will prepare. Okay. Offer to cut the cards before we resume our game. Seize this opportunity to place the cards you arranged at the top of the deck. That's the essence of the twin deck theft. Okay, the real name for something like this is going to be palming cards and capping the deck. So the idea is if you have a stack of favorable cards, like let's say it's a heads-up game of Texas Hold'em, some favorable cards might be the red aces. Let me go here. So favorable cards in this case would be red aces. So let's say they were stacked like this, alternated like so, right? The idea is that these cards would be palmed. Now, typically at the card table, you don't use like a magician's palm. You use what's called a flat palm, which looks like this because the hand can be flat on the table. So that's often what's done. And then there are a number of ways of capping the deck. The easiest way to cap the deck is literally just to put your hand on the deck and slide the cards back like they just demonstrated in the game. That tends to be the most elegant or the simplest way of doing it. There are, there are, of course, more elegant ways of doing this where you square the cards like this or something and you add those cards back to the top of the deck. But the idea of capping the deck is just that someone else can shuffle, right? So these cards get palmed, they might even get lapped or something along those lines. Then these cards are being, shuffled by other players. And then right before the cut, you come out with those cards, palmed in whatever way. And then someone offers you the cut, and you would either, slide the deck off the table to cut the cards, or the way they're sort of doing it here is it seems like you're just going straight into some kind of cut, although this is a really awkward way of cutting the deck. You would never actually cap the deck in a cut that way. And you also can't do it on the first cut, right? Because then they get cut into the middle of the deck. Someone else cuts, and it's actually as you're replacing the cut like this. Now you've replaced the card, so now when I deal, I get the aces. So that's the idea here. So the real name is capping the deck. Cap is in like a bottle cap, a thing that goes on top. Okay, that's the essence of the twin deck theft. It's quite simple, really. Let's give it a try. Oh. Okay. Where I slip you the duplicate deck, or I like to call it the part where I get to have another drink. Okay, so this is a little unrealistic. You would not use a duplicate deck because then there would be multiples of those cards in the deck. You would actually palm those cards out during play, most likely. And so, yeah, there's something slightly unrealistic about this, but, you know, that's fine. Okay. So I pour him some wine. And he slips a deck of cards secretly into my pocket. Jeez, how much wine do I have to pour you, buddy? Alright. Thanks, lad. I'll find a reason to send you to a back room. Imagine there are 5 of us playing and I'm the last in the deal. Make a stack that favors me and disadvantages my opponents. Oh, fascinating. Okay, so I get to just... Do I get to drag them? Or what? So where does this card go if I pick it? High-ranking card, lad. Oh. Yes, I know it's not a high-ranking card. Remember, I'm the last in the deal. I will be dealt the first card you pick. Oh, let's try again. I see. Okay. So I'm building it from the bottom up, not from the top down. Okay, I understand. Favors me and disadvantages my opponents. I see. Right. So, man, this really is annoying with the mouse and keyboard. Great, now push the card to my position in the deal by stacking 4 low-ranking cards. Ah, well done. Now conceal the stack in the palm of your hand. Oh, so we're just doing one. I thought we would have to do like 20 more cards. Okay, so we palm it. Yep, that's flat palm, just like what I was talking about earlier. Beautiful. Yeah, that's sort of way of doing that. Yep, I get it. So first card is the one he gets, theoretically. But there's a bit of a catch. Let's pretend that we're moving on to the next round and I've just finished dealing. Okay. What's this? 2 of the same card? Yeah, exactly. That's the problem I was pointing out earlier. You must be mistaken, good sir. Mistaken? There are duplicate cards right there in my hand. A simple printing error, I swear. Do you take me for a fool? You're a cheat. Exactly. Alright, well, he's being a little melodramatic, but, you know, you get the idea. As you can see, adding a handful of new cards to the deck is all well and good until our opponent ends up with duplicates. Exactly, which means we're a bit stuck. I don't know why you're smiling. My strategy is flawed. I'm not sure what to suggest now. Ah, you should see your face, lad. I wouldn't have taught you all this just to tell you it doesn't work. We simply need to play with the other deck. There's no duplicates in that one. As you know, it's actually missing a few cards. This is not quite realistic, but we can exchange the 2 decks with the wine pouring trick from before. This will not only relieve us of our problems, but also present us with another stacking opportunity. At this point, we can avoid the duplicate card issue. Consider the deck you'll be creating a stack from this time. It'll be missing the cards you used to a favorable stack with early on. Okay, so the issue here, realism-wise, is that capping the deck is not actually typically used to, like, take a huge prepared stack of cards, because unless this is a 1 card per person game, the cards that you just capped into the, added onto the deck will now be intercalated with all the other cards. This isn't awesome. You'd probably just do a cooler where you're switching decks rather than something like this. So, yeah, it would probably be you just do a deck switch. Much easier. Like a full deck switch. Oh. Oh, I have to remember them. Of course you didn't. You weren't. But in the future, you must remember the first cards you palmed. If you forget, you can always scan the deck for duplicates. Oof. I'm going to have to write the cards down each time. Indiscreet Thief, which would be capping the deck. Yeah, this is not realistic, but I get it for the game. Yeah, let's rehearse it. Okay, well, I mean, what is realistic just is the fact that there's so much going on where so much of this is contextual and utilizing the sort of what you have at your disposal with the game and the drinks and everything. That is very realistic and like taking advantage of the context and social engineering. The unrealistic part is just the sort of nitty-gritty of the actual cheating method being used here, but, you know, oh well. Okay, so I pour some wine. Very, very slow wine pour. And man, this guy's drinking a lot of glasses of wine. I don't know who's going to play a good game of cards after this. Someone's saying picking a 4 of a kind low cards. That's a great idea, actually, because then you only have to remember the high card. Okay, right. So, let's use the, wait, what? Hold on. So now we're building the stack the other way? All right, that's really annoying. Okay, so this tutorial was pretty confusing because of how they, yeah, that's weird. Oh, actually, I see. Okay. So let's do a 4 of a kind. 4. 4. 4 of a kind trick is actually a great idea. 4. 4. And then it can be any high value card. Oh. Okay, I understand. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, this is not gonna work. Okay, gotcha. Damn. Alright. Alright, not quite the right way of doing it. Yeah. Alright, Alright, we're gonna do it again. Retry. Here we go. Alright, I think I understand now. Yeah, so you... So as soon as he's done that, okay. Okay, here we go. So, it's the first card. Good. Now we're going to take a 4 of a kind. So let's take a 5. Five. A 5 and a 5. Oh, he was at the 3rd position. I'm just completely not paying attention. All right, yep, I need to pay much more attention. The hand position on the cut there doesn't make a ton of sense. All right, let's try this again. Okay, I need to pay attention to where he is. I thought he was going to be at the same position, but he's not. Okay, so we pour... And at some point he puts the deck in my pocket. Alright, let's try this again. He's at the 2nd position. Yes. Because he's at the 2nd position, it needs to be... Right, we're building the stack from the back, so it needs to be the 4th card that I pick. Okay, yes. Alright, so we're going to pick 3 indifferent cards, and then, yeah, that one. Alright, so we'll start with a 3. fourth card needs to be the good one. And then another 3. There we go. All right, I understand now. Yeah, okay. This makes sense. Now for the tricky part. Right. I believe it was the Ace of Hearts. Actually, I forgot the Ace card. You know, it was the Ace of Hearts. Alright, so we need to remove a 5 of clubs. A 5 of spades. Oh, nope, nope, nope. I was clicking on the wrong cards there. Oops. Nope. Yeah, this is annoying without a gamepad. Wait, why are there 2 3s of hearts? Right, because I was doing 3s because I'm stupid. Okay. 3. I can take out 3s. 3 of spades. Ace of hearts. 3 of clubs. Right? Was it 3s? I thought I was taking out 5s last time. Okay, there we go. Yep, good. I assume you don't actually have to take them out in order. Maybe you do. That'll be interesting to figure out later. There we go. All right, cool. Right, but the order does matter because I'm supposed to stack them again. I see. Okay, yep, that makes sense. Yeah, we're going to do this one more time, just to make sure I understand it. Yeah, but the order does matter the second time around, just insofar as I stack the deck again. Alright. So you're sitting at the 4th position, so it needs to be the second card. So let's do the 10s this time, for example. Or maybe we'll do the 9s. Right, so the second card needs to be a high-value card. And we are going to do the Queen of Clubs. So the 4 9s and then the Queen of Clubs. There we go. 4 9s, Queen of Clubs. 4 9s, Queen of Clubs. Pour wine to the left, not down, it's faster. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, the first hand positioning for the cut doesn't make sense. You wouldn't be able to actually palm cards in that hand positioning, but it's a very minor detail. Now for the tricky part. Right. Ah. This is much quicker. Okay, so we go back over here. 4 9s. Now, he's sitting at the 4th position. It's going to be his second card again. So, yeah. It was the Queen of Clubs. So hearts and diamonds when you do spades and clubs. And spades. And clubs. Sweet. I don't know, I kind of like the 4 of a kind with an odd card. I find that quite easy to remember, personally. Yeah, see, the reason I keep saying the hand positioning is unrealistic is because if you flat palm cards, which he's clearly doing, right, you can't curl your hand and pick up like this in a flat palm. You'd have to be doing some kind of classic palm to do that, right? I guess it could be a classic palm. Maybe that's what they're demonstrating, is they're doing the first cut like this. Yeah. Something like that. No, I had a 9 of spades and a 9 of clubs. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, maybe I should plug in my PS5 controller next time. Yeah, they must be doing a classic palm there. Interesting. Well in hand. Good pun. Alright. No, we're gonna move on. We're here already. Oop. Alright, Parliament Cafe. My friends, I'm so glad to see you again. I'm practicing while Voltaire is hammering his latest philosophical marvel. Our previous encounter revealed a new world to me. Do you know how to cheat a coin flip? I do. Put your coin between your index and your thumb. That's sort of right. Then imprint a quick rotation on the coin by snapping your fingers at the same time you throw the coin upward. Theory is that the coin will come back to your hand on the same side as you throw it. It's called a steady coin. Not really, no. Yeah, that ain't quite it. What a pleasure. I received your letter. How could we be of assistance? So the way you fake a coin toss, I don't believe I have a coin on me, is you can't actually flip the coin, because if you flip the coin, you will not control the rotation. You just won't. Of course, you could have, a double-headed coin or something, but actually what's happening is you don't throw the coin. You toss it straight up where it's spinning horizontally, but spinning with a wobble, essentially, like this. So in fast motion, the wobble and the rotation make it look like it's flipping, but it's actually not. It's just spinning like a, pinwheel or something. And that's generally how you fake a coin toss. Of course, you then have to catch it and do this, so you have to toss it with the opposite side up as you want to actually end with. But again, that's not quite the right technique. Then again, it's not working, which sort of makes sense. Gave me the foundations of a rather unique satire of optimism and its ridiculous consequences. I simply need you for a small experiment. What sort of experiment? Inside are 3 optimistic fools waiting to be slaughtered at your hands. What? Enter, cheat, and ruin them. Each of them has only known the contents of a perfectly comfortable life so far. Either be luck, heritage, or sheer avarice. Avarice, that's a good word. I want to know what happens when these advantages are gone. What's in it for us? They are rich and gullible. Let's go. I feel like maybe there's more going on here. Here they are. Reverend, General, Madame, let me introduce you to your adversaries tonight. The little one is much to my taste. I will eat him alive. Okay, that's weird. Little bit of a weird thing to say, but okay. That young fellow is no match for my strategic mind, I can tell already. I feel like we're being tricked here. We're not playing one of your lenient games of chess tonight. We're playing cards for money. I knew that, of course. It was a figure of speech. Do we have to bet money? It's not really a Christian thing to do, Reverend. All we know that despite your slender aspect, money is stuffed in all your sacred pockets. Time to bet. All right, let's do it. How much would you like to bet? We'll start with just 10 because... But you look tired. Get yourself some coffee. Go stretch your legs. We're all friends here. Okay. Refill my glass before you go? Yes, of course I will refill your wine glass. What? How is that too little? Fine. Okay, I'm supposed to go get coffee or something. Okay, he's at the first position, so it needs to be the last card. So let's do the 4 4s and then something else. So 4, 4, 4, 4, and then we'll take a Queen of Hearts. Easy to remember. 4 4s and a Queen of Hearts. Okay. This reminds me of a scene from The Sting where they're making up, make me up a cooler, Jackson 9s, or whatever the line was. I don't quite remember it. All right. Caps the deck. Yep. Looks good, as long as we're doing a classic palm or something like that. All right, that's where suspicion is. Oh, maybe the suspicion meter was going up while I was in the other room. That may be sort of the issue with taking that long. Yeah, time. That was a brilliant round. Wait, what does that mean? I've won? No, you didn't. He's being sarcastic. Right. What are you waiting for? Deal again. No, I don't want to overdo the suspicion. Are you well? Weak blood. When you feel better. Just the weirdest excuses. What a bait. Pour me some more wine on your way out. Cool. Alright, guess I gotta be a little faster. Okay, first position again. We're gonna do the 5s. So 5, and another. Oh wait, no, is this? Oh crap! No, it has to be the same as last time. Wait, I don't even remember the cards. Which ones did I do? I completely forgot. No, was it 4 4s? Crap. Oh no, it's the duplicates. Oh, I'm definitely totally screwed. I completely forgot what I did last time. Anyone remember which cards I did? Because I was not paying any attention whatsoever. Yeah, we're definitely screwed here. I can't leave, can I? Which ones were it? Was it the 5s? Was it the 5s? 4s, alright. I'm gonna say it's the 4s, alright. And does anyone remember what the good card I took out? Nope. Yeah, I'm definitely screwed here. Anyone remember that good card? What that high card was? Yeah, they're gonna be suspicious, and then we're gonna get, like, kicked out or something. Queen of Hearts. What's the Queen of Hearts? Queen of Hearts, Queen of Hearts. Oh no, I took 2 4s of diamonds. No, crap. We're definitely, we're done. Yeah, honestly, it's just the controls. I really need to be using like a gamepad or a controller of some kind, because this is not gonna work long term. 4 diamonds. No. Ah, damn. Okay, tragic. Arrested? Ouch. Prison? 1 hour later. Alright, that's pretty funny. Your mistakes will cost us lives. You need to train more. Good morning, my friend. Are you here to whisk us away? A costly trick. I paid your bill. Thank you. We will deduct that from the sum you owe me. Alright, maybe I should be writing down my choices. Someone's saying the fact that you're not nailing this is what's keeping me here. Yeah, it is pretty funny. Alright. Maybe I should use a controller or something in the future. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna plug my PS5 controller in, and I have to see if I have a free USB port. But I'm gonna have to sign off in a little bit because it's getting kind of late. Alright. Let me go plug my PS5 controller in and see if that makes this not a complete and utter nightmare. Okay. Uh, hmm. All right, can you guys hear me? Although I think I may need to plug into this now because I'm just going to be monitoring my voice, but that's fine. Can you guys hear the game music? Just let me know. Um, hmm. Yeah. Let's try this. Maybe there just isn't any game music in this scene. That's the other option. Okay. Oh, yeah, no. There we go. Yep, that's because there just wasn't any music playing there. That's why. All right, let's see what this is like with a controller. See if this is any not as bad. We're good. Do not fail me this time. Will not. All right. Yeah, the controls here are a heck of a lot better. Okay, yeah, this is a heck of a lot better. Okay, so we're gonna do the fives. 5. Wait, he's the last one. Yes. Okay, he's the last one. So 5, followed by another 5, followed by another 5, followed by the last, the fourth and final. If you really want to win, that's why I've stacked myself all 4 5s. King of clubs, 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 5s. All right, don't forget this. I'll figure out the controls. Yes, 5 king of clubs. All right, so now I have to go back and do the same thing. Blah, 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 blah. Sure, let's bet that much. Sounds good. Alrighty, so we get up. We awkwardly go into the back room. Oh. Wine. Nice. Yeah, thank you guys, because you know about like the 10-second delay, so I have to make it a lower latency stream in the future. Okay, so it's going to be 5s and then king of clubs. So 5 of spades, that's going to be diamonds, that's hearts. We need a 5 of clubs and a king of clubs. That's going to be the 5 of clubs. The very last card is king of clubs. All right, that should be it. I wonder if they get into false dealing later on rather than just stacking the deck. Huh. Yeah, the new chat game is to time it so that them saying the cards comes up right when I need it. Alright, so this probably means there'll be 2 more rounds of this. I'm feeling pretty good. Let's do 50. Come on. Alright, good. It's like we're cheating to play a cheating game. Alright, that's pretty funny. Okay, here we go. You know, we're going to do the same thing. 5s and the king of clubs again. Do 5. Will they get suspicious if it's just the same cards, or they did not build that mechanic into the game? I mean, that'd be pretty funny if they built that mechanic in. We'll do a different high card at least this time. And alright, king of clubs it'll be. Oh, they do get into dealing techniques. Oh, that's exciting. Alright, it's the same thing. 5s and then king of clubs. Same thing as last time. Should be super easy to remember. I wonder if they get suspicious. Oh, they don't care if it's the same? Alright. So basically, they're just really stupid. No, I'm not. Not you, Bubblehead, then. I disagree. Me too, I've studied these fellows. Their peculiar foul play couldn't escape me. Farewell, my friends. I hope we will meet again. Oh, I didn't know it was 3 rounds. I thought it was going to be a 4th round. Hey, we left duplicates in their deck. Man, they're going to be mad about that. Yeah. Huh. Alright, guess they didn't quite think that through. That's fine. Be my guest. Do you mind giving us this coin to my young friend? If your friend manages to toss it heads up 3 times in a row, you win. But how? Here's the coin. How much shall we bet? Tails? Heads. Heads up 3 times in a row. Alright, I guess they're saying there is a way to do this. Let's try again. Double the bet. Okay. Ooh. Tails, heads. Oh, man, that was fast. I hope I got it. Whew. That's magic. Another try. Oh, 25% chance of that happening. I will double the bet. All right. Oh, I don't know if I can get this. Whew. Man, this would be impossible with mouse and keyboard. All right. But I accept defeat. Cool. All right. We're making more money. We will take our leave now. I pity both of you, my friends. Trying to skew chance is the best way to be its instrument. You did it, didn't you? The steady coin trick? Just luck. My apprentice continues to surprise me. You cannot help it, dear Comte. Our generation will bury yours in the history books. Apparently, if you look closer, the coin doesn't flip in the animation. Alright, well, let's go do the manor, and then I think I'll call it quits after that for this stream. Gotta go try the manor. The manor of Baroness de Beauregard. She has the look, the laugh, and the breath of a horse. Very kind. Now, you should never mock a lady, especially a rich one. Good advice. Needless to say, we're visiting for her fortune, not her company. We'll be developing the trick we pulled at your employer's dump. Remember how you used a cloth to signal a suit? Ah, yes. Let's take that a step further. One of my favorite lines in magic tricks. Yes, the way to do that would be to switch for a double-headed coin and then switch back. As my servant, you'll be able to pour drinks for everyone at the table, and owing to my widely known fastidiousness, extra cleaning won't raise eyebrows either. I can play aggressively if I know the exact count of my opponent's most numerous suit. So in this case, spades, and 3 of them. Right, so 3 spades. To communicate the count, simply repeat the suit signal without interruption. All right, let's see if I can remember it. I have them here. Okay. Let's give that a try. So hearts is clockwise, spades is counterclockwise, diamonds is a line, and clubs is side to side. Show me what you do to signal a 2 of clubs. Clubs is going to be side to side. Oh, hold triangle. Oh, so you do it the number of times. Okay. 3 of hearts. Hold this, and then hearts are going to be clockwise. 1, 2, 3. Correct signal. Ah! 4 spades. 4, well, 4, not 4 of spades, but 4 spades. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good, you seem to get the idea. Shall we try with you spying my hand, or go over it again? Move on. Excellent. So, 3 hearts. Whoop. That was stupid. Let's try that again. 3 hearts. Clockwise 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, no, 3. It's not the 3 of hearts. Yes, it's 3 heart cards. Yes. I'll do it one more time to practice not spilling the wine like an idiot. Pour more slowly. Oh, 2 diamond cards and 2 heart cards. I guess I get to pick? Huh. Well, that's a good thing to find out. So diamonds are going to be a line. 1, 2. Okay. Wasn't so hard, was it? No, it wasn't. All right, move on. Excellent. No need to flog a dead horse. Say we skip the rehearsal today and see to your verb declensions instead. But before we go putting the cards away, I'm preparing a small surprise to multiply our gains at the end of the game. An impromptu, if you will. Allow me to teach you the final technique of the evening. I call it the dog-eared card, also known as a crimp. I'll slip a second deck into your pocket as you pour my drink. I'll take it to another room, find an ace, and bend the corner of it like you would do to mark your place in a book. The next time you pour my drink, I'll take the second deck back. Follow my instructions, and you'll be fine. Let's do a practice run. Okay. An ace. Okay, so once I get to an ace... Yeah, that's about the right size of a corner crimp. Yeah, this guy's drinking a lot of wine. The bottle of Bordeaux. Yeah, but the corner crimp is the real name of that technique. My ploy will be far more convincing if you're kept in the dark. Would you like more practice? Now let's move on. Very well, time for those verb declensions then. We're getting close. Remember, follow my instructions and everything will be fine. Later that day. Unfortunately, being close to you turns me into an imbecile without remedy. Are you going to play as an imbecile tonight? I cannot wait to see that. All right. I'm yours to slaughter, as always. Man, this game gets graphic. Jeez. Bet 20. I want more, sorry. It's gonna be spades. 2 spades. 2 spades, okay. Oh, do I have to remember multiple? Oh no, good. Whew. So I need to signal, right? So spades are gonna be counterclockwise twice. Oh. Okay. Thought I had you. Beginner's luck, dear Baroness. I've heard of him, a busy fellow, with lots of interests in the new world. He also keeps many secrets for the king. Pray tell. I wouldn't know. Of course not. What about the events of the 12 bottles of milk? What? If you win again, Compte, Okay. Bet 40. With an empty bottle. Go fetch us some more from the other room. Ah. Now is when I, put a crimp in an ace. There we go. Good, good, good. I think I need to be faster about all this. Okay, here we go. Gotta cite those. What? Cards. 4 spades. 4 spades. 4 spades. So spades are going to be counterclockwise. Counterclockwise. Okay. Yep. Counterclockwise. There are going to be 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Uh-oh. Yeah, she's getting real sus. I think we should leave. 12 bottles of milk. I'm all ears. He wouldn't like me to tell the king stories. You should visit my old friend Aramitz, the musketeer. He was there, you know. At the 12 bottles of milk? Shh, it's a secret. Let's play again. Yeah, no, we need to leave. Apologies, madame, but I must relinquish your company. Why so soon, Comte? Are you indisposed? Only intoxicated by the spice of your beauty. Beauty? That's a heck of a pickup line. You old dog, leave me now or never. All right. Well, I assume we can go back at some point. I think that's probably a good point to leave off for today. So, hey, everyone. Thank you very much for tuning into the stream. I hope this was fun. This was a really cool and fun game to play. Yeah, I'd been hearing about this, and I was just like, oh, man, I got to do a stream. So I will certainly do some more versions of this in the future. It's a lot of fun. Hopefully I've gotten a little bit of a better sense of how to play this today and maybe how to film it, because I'd love to, at some point, make a video out of this in some way, shape, or form. I think this could make a... I think I could, do this, do a cool, YouTube video out of this. I don't know if it would do well or not, but, something like Cardshark plays the Cardshark game or something like that. I don't know. I'd have to come up with a fun title for it. And I just, similar to that stream I did with Kim, my friend from Korea, I'd, edit a 2-hour stream or something down into a, quick 10-minute video. So someone's asking for my impressions of the game. It's really cool. I mean, it's just so creative, and I love the art style. I love the music. And I really like the level of realism they went into. I mean, obviously, they have to simplify things so that you don't get caught up in the boring weeds or boring details. But what I do think is pretty cool is, like, that the actual mechanics of the cheating methods are more or less accurate, with a few things. So... yeah, I think that'd be cool. Yeah, someone's saying for chat in the actual video. Yes. What I also do in the video is I have another camera running so that there's a second shot, and I'm recording this one. So if I ever need to cut away from the chat, I can and just go to a different camera angle. And also now that I figured out, the whole subscriber mode thing, that I basically can't, just have a random, totally random. Stuff, going on, because then you get bots in the chat and everything, and that's a mess. So, yeah, overall, very positive impressions of the game. I'm really impressed by all the effort they went through. It's super cool that the magician is like the 1970s haircut version of Ricky Jay. Yeah, very, very interesting. And I just thought it was cool how well they showcase, especially the stacking methods. I thought that was quite cool. So, big fan, love what they're doing, and can't wait to play some more. Yeah, if people have any questions, I could do a quick Q&A. If people are interested, I should probably save and quit the game. And, yeah, happy to do a little Q&A if people want me to. And before taking off for the evening. So let's see. Cool. What is your favorite push-off second deal variation? Good question. Sort of depends on the context. I think I generally like the sort of stud style where you're turning the card over. So, you know, something like this is generally, I think, my favorite version of the push-off second deal. I tend to really like this type. I mean, you can just deal down to the table and stuff. You know, that can be fine, but for that I tend to prefer a strike second deal or something like along those lines. So yeah, but I think I'd say the hit style push off. I also think that there's this sort of lapel style take, and this can be you know, a nice way of doing it. Especially you can get a really nice illusion with this, doing it very slowly. Someone's asking, what days and at what time do you stream? Well, I stream about every, so far I've probably done less than 6 live streams in the history of this YouTube channel. So there's zero regularity to these. But yeah, I mean, this is a very fun game. So maybe in a week or something like that, I'll have to think about it. Maybe next weekend. Someone's asking for a triumph effect. All right, I'll do a very quick triumph, and then we'll call it an evening. So if I was about to say call out stop, but you can't do that. So let's just take out a card at random. Let's use Ace of Spades for this. So here we go. Actually, you know what? I'll just look away, and I'll riffle down, and I'll just stop at a random point. So hopefully the camera can see whatever this card is. I really am looking away though, so I don't know what it is. Yeah. Or actually, you know what? No. We're going to better version of this. Better version. Much better version. Okay. Name a card. Whoever types the name of a card into the chat first wins, and whoever names the first card, that's the card that we will end up using for this triumph effect. So I will just wait for someone to name a card. And that's what we'll use. Small promotion. Daniel does teach a triumph effect in his course. That's correct, I do. And there are even more triumph effects coming in the future. Ace of Hearts. Someone said Ace of Hearts. All right, Ace of Hearts it will be. So, very important. The card was named. Kititara, Ace of Hearts named. And I'm not going to do any further shuffles after the naming of that card. That's very important. I'll simply turn half face up and half face down, and I will shuffle the two halves together like so, face up into face down. So you can see how these cards are being interlaced and shuffled together face up into face down, right? So we've got certain cards face up, other cards face down, cards back to back. Ace of Hearts was the very first card named. Watch this. Every card turns face down except for one, and it is the Ace of Hearts. So there's your triumph effect for the day. Hope that's satisfying. And someone's asking about a bottom deal grip. Yeah, I usually use a mechanics grip for the bottom deal. I sometimes use other grips, but typically I use the mechanics grip. So hope that was fun, and thank you all for tuning into the stream. This was fun. Someone's saying, "Am I a paid actor?" I don't know. Yeah. You seem to have just named the perfect card. Awesome. All right. Well, this was really fun, everyone. If you want to join the online course, it's cardmagic101.com. I do teach a version of Triumph in there, and the version I just taught will eventually be in the course as well. I also have an all-new live show in New York City. It's called the Parlor of Deceptions. It's like a 75-minute full evening show. If you want to see the show and get tickets, or if you're ever in New York City, just go to parlorofdeceptions.com. The link is in the description of the stream. It's in the description of every video. I mention it insufferably all the time. And you can get tickets for the show there. So thanks again for tuning in. It's always fun to do these things. And I'll leave the VOD up, I think, so people can watch it. But I may in the future make some kind of video out of these things. All right, well, it's been a pleasure, everyone. Thank you very much for joining in, and I'll see you soon.